if we look at life like this and we look at the situations and things that can happen, we realize that, hey, can I still eat my food tonight? And this is a good grounding yourself for life adversities in daily life. And things that I always think of, like if I have an adversity, which all humans, we will have adversities. I say, can I eat my dinner? Can I see my family? Can I still go to the gym? Can I still go on a date? Can I still listen to music? Can I do those things? Now, of course, acceptance, even if you can't do those things, gets under it and you can be at peace. But it's good to ground ourselves, because otherwise we have ideas that when they don't come off, like, for example, you may have a holiday planned and then your holiday doesn't happen, or you may have an injury. Now, that's specifically something that I'm going through at the moment, not very badly, but I have a slightly injured neck from the gym, and I have had it on and off with the damaged disc in my neck, and I think, I could just work out this way before, or I could just work out that way before. And then what I say to myself is, well, actually, I can still work out and do things compared to somebody who can't do any of the upper body movements. So that's great. But I might not be able to do to the level that I wanted to do, or I really want to do right now. But I can still do all these other things. And that's great, because we ground ourselves in those situations when they're happening. And then we're realistic with time. I think, I've got an injury, but I can still do this and I can do that now. I don't need to do all that stuff. I can be just as happy. Our happiness comes from our perspective, like through Stoicism, which we're talking about all the time here, and changing our perspectives on adversities. And that's the same with getting things that we want too. You don't need to be a celebrity to be happy, because if that was true, we'd see only happy celebrities and all other humans unhappy. Well, we know that that's not the case, and often and usually the reverse of that. Because we need to show ourselves that the things that actually make us happy in life as we go along are things that usually are connecting with other people. Of course, OCD is going to latch that way. If you can't connect, we can get under that too. But I'm saying connecting with other people, doing things with other people that we enjoy, or being actively involved in a passion of something we like. Those kind of things. But we've got to, at the same time where I was talking about time, realize that we do have time and got to take our time, but we also at the same time need to be realistic with what we're trying to achieve. So we need to say, right, OCD is going to be difficult, recovery is going to be challenging, I'm going to have to be persistent, I'm going to have to be proactive, I'm going to have to take this one day at a time. And I will get there through the journey. And even if I'm anxiety 20, 30, 40%, I can still get a lot done. Even on some of my worst days, I was still able to go to the cinema, see my friends, go to the gym and enjoy those things in the presence of enjoying the activities being completed and done, even while suffering. You can actually still be happy and content, happy while suffering. You can. That's what people don't think. They think, I need to be anxiety free. And then they imagine recovery journey to be something that when you get to the other side, it's a rainbow and it's like a heavenly like state where you're happy all the time. Well, that ain't the case. I can tell you that now, because the human condition, we're naturally not going to be happy. Whether you have X amount of money, if you're the richest person in the world, they're not smiling ear to ear. They've got another challenge. They've got a family problem. Whether you're the best athlete in the world, you're not going to be happy all the time. We can just look at them and see the situations, because the human condition is always going to find problems. You have other problems come to the forefront, not the thing you're scared about from the past event or the relationship OCD. Other problems come about. There's other things. They start coming up the stacker. So if you imagine there's a sort of stacker of priority of jobs, and then like at the top of that stacker is like ROCD if it's latched, and then you've got all the other things. And then as ROCD comes down that stacker of importance in the brain, then the other things come to the top. And with OCD, it's always telling us like, this is the most important. You need an answer now. Do not notice this. So once that sort of stacker moves about, then we can see what's going on, and we can already see what's going on, but it just becomes more aware of that. So you're never going to be completely happy, and happiness in life, you're going to have frustrations, you're going to have difficult times, you're going to have great times, you're going to have a mixture. So the key is to be really balanced and think long term. So the more balance you can get and the more content you can with the things you're going through, and then take things a one day at a time approach, that really sets you up well for life in all areas of life, because then you're able to pace things out. You're able to go along gradually. You're able not to panic in the moment and throw yourself off course, because everything, whether it's a business, whether it's working out to get into a particular shape that you want to, whether or it's to recover from OCD or to build a family or whatever thing you're thinking of, These things are all persistence, one day at a time, building to get to that position. And when you're there, you're not going to be endlessly happy. If you had the dream house or whatever, you're going to have a problem with the house, you're going to have something broken, something you don't like, want to move, whatever, divorce, anything. And so there's always going to be things changing. So it's about pacing yourself, and it's about realistic with time, not thinking to yourself, is Netflix getting me further in my life? Is it, apart from the good feeling I'm getting, is it getting me the results that I want? And usually the answer is no.